Welcome back to Eden Zero, Anime Review, episode number 32. Excuse me. This is reviewing the 32nd episode of the series, which is also the 7th episode of season 2. It's called 4 vs. 4. Adapting chapters 87 to 89. Now, we pick up where we left the last time, where the crew of Eden Zero busted through the Ballistic Ghouls, basically Draken Joe City dome, and they get close, and then they arrive and they land right in front of his tower, and they're confronted by the Four and the Element Four, and of course Hermit, Sister, Witch, and Hamura decide to take on these four, while everyone else goes to basically rescue Lalibel. Now, one of these basically matches is basically the same match we had from the previous one, which is basically Hamura versus Caliph. Yes, we have a rematch of that one. And of course, they also get new battle attire, so at least Hamura's nowhere that's the basic attire. We have Sister versus, what is his name here? We have Sister versus Danachi. Fee is somebody who Hermit takes on, who she actually defeats in the episode. Yes, seriously. As for Witch, she takes on Lugina, the one who basically doesn't like crying. Yep, so in the case of these fights, well, Fee versus Hermit, it goes very briefly. It's like it starts and it ends with this episode. So it fights him briefly, and of course he would take out some of the camouflage, and she finds him thanks to basically technology, heat signature, because his signature is actually much more higher than usual, and he's able to knock him out pretty easily. And as for Sister and Danachi, he shows up as Melody did the last time, where to Rebecca is like, oh, I haven't tortured me for 60 days. Crush, torture people. And of course, Sister's like, I've got a butt that's basically 10 years X-Dominatrix. Crush that and throw it in the guy's butt. I thought it was funny. And then she proceeds to fight each other. And of course, she calls him a pig and someone a Moskoy, which is so hilarious. Now, in the case of Witch, like, she does start fighting Lugia. It doesn't really go very much in this episode, which that's kind of weird. Yeah, I do like the fact that the three female androids got a chance to use their battle dress, and Hamura, who's not an android but a human, is like, oh, I have an app. And just use that to change her attire. And then, of course, the rest of the group fly off in Rebecca's fish ship, and of course they go up the tower, go to the roof. She comes to the genius and uses his power to create a shield around, because the ship doesn't have weapons. So, they get to the rooftop and they land, a bit of a crash landing, and they run into Noah. Now you've been thinking, Noah? Well, it's basically the master of the guild that Rebecca's part of. Yeah. Where basically one event from last season, her being still the guildess from last season, and what happened here, that was all his fault. He admits that. Now, the reason why he did this was because, and of course, they do explain number 29 thing. And also, that's actually how many times she's used the cat lead built to alter time. The first time this ever happened was when she was supposed to die in an accident 10 years prior to the series. Yes, 10 years. And instead it was Happy who died, not Rebecca. And she's like, how did you know that? Yeah, and apparently it was all done subconsciously. She had no idea she did it. Yeah, so, and he tries to explain more, but the signal's cut off. And apparently this is going to be the last thing he can take on Draken Joe because it's going to be more powerful. And then the episode ends up going inside. I gotta admit, this was a pretty fun episode. But we are getting toward the very end of this arc. As this episode, there's only 11 more chapters left to go for this arc. So, because of the fact we're adapting 3 chapters per episode, I'd probably say we have about 4 more episodes left to go. And then they're going to start adapting Eden 1 arc, which that's only about 6 chapters. So, either one or two things might happen to finish this arc. This arc is going to be done pretty quickly. I'd say probably wrap either by 34, not 34, I'd wrap up by 36 or 37 of the series is when I wrap up this particular arc. Now, it's only been going on since like episode 26. Actually, like 25. Yeah, since episode 25. That's how long this is going on for, which is quite interesting to say the least. Actually, more like 26. Yeah, 26. Now, this series will be probably reaching episode 50. It probably will be. Yeah, it probably by the end of the season. Probably the, as far as I can tell, it will be the next series of all the series I'm currently working on. This is next one to reach episode 50. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, are you going to do Attack on Titan? Eventually, yes. I probably will catch with that, but this episode was really good, and I can't wait for next week's episode. Now, this is going to be pretty much it because I have no more time for videos tonight, so tomorrow I should make some videos for One Piece in my smartphone, case closed, and maybe a comic corner, maybe. The fourth one is me, but the other three, yeah, you can expect those tomorrow. Now, for One Piece, I have for the dub 12 episodes left to go. And then I'm done. Yep, 12 more to go and I'm done. Yeah, so how much I get to do tomorrow? Before I get home, probably about 2, at least. And probably after finish those 2 anime, I probably finish about 3 or 4 more. Depends on what time it is by the time I get home. Yeah, so this is pretty much it to take a video. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Those are videos. Okay, thanks for you. Bye.